Happy Halloween, YouTubers, again. And this time is my other video, like I was promising. This is some horror video game related stuff. Um, I know a lot of it is going to be pretty lame, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, just games I usually like to play around Halloween time. I didn't get to play many this year, but here's a list of some of them. First one would be Zombies Ate My Neighbors. A very good Super Nintendo game. A lot of people give this a bad rap. I like it. I find it very cool. It took me a long, long while to beat this game, but I finally did beat it. And I think it was in the last 2 years that I've beaten it. It took me almost 10 to 13 years to beat it. Very awesome game. I love it. Next one would be Real Monsters, based upon the cartoon show of the same name. Very good game, good for kids, and I would recommend it to anybody that has younger kids. Sorry about that, I'm just moving stuff around. Very good game. Next would be Jaws. I know, lame, but still based off a horror movie. Next one is Hard as Fuck, and it's made by Capcom. That would be Ghost and Goblins. Bought this not long ago for a couple bucks. Good game. I have never went into it the second time, but I went through it the first time. Very hard game, like I said. This game gets a lot of bad rep because of the change to night and day, and most people are probably going to know what it is the minute I said that, and that would be Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. I enjoyed this game. It had some of the puzzle things into it. Very good game. Next one is The Adventures of Dr. Franken. This was reviewed in the Angry Video Games Nerd of Frankenstein. I seen that review, had to buy it, played the game. It's not really a good game, but it's based towards the Halloween spirit. Next one would be Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Another bad game, but like I said, Frankenstein, Halloween spirit. Thought I would show it off. Another game, and it's the second red cartridge game I have on Super Nintendo, and a very, very good game, and that would be Doom, and I'm so glad they remade it for the Doom BFG edition on the PlayStation 3, which I am thinking about picking up because it has Doom 1 and 2 onto it. Love this game. Love this game. Might pop this in my machine tonight. Not 100% sure. Next one would be Bram Stoker's Dracula. Like I said, not a very good game, but it it's a Halloween thing. And another great Super Nintendo game, and that would be Super Castlevania 4. I played this, beat it a couple months ago, and I think I had 3 copies of this game. The other 2 copies didn't work, and this was the only copy that worked. Finally got it, beat it, great game. I loved it. Next, next is just games that were on my shelf that I could find, and I didn't dig through my shelf deeply, so bear with me. There's some titles here that are missing, and like I said, you can tell me what you like, what you don't like in horror survival games, and that would be one of them would be Silent Hill 3. I have all the Silent Hill games. Just to be clarified, I just brought up Part 3. Very good series. Next one would be Dead Rising 2, and I find Dead Rising games are more like Dawn of the Dead, because you're trapped into a mall type situation or a park, and then you have to fight off hordes of zombies, making your own weapons, saving people, doing different objectives, and you only have so many hours to do everything, which is pretty cool. But the clock doesn't stop when you turn off the system. Very hard game, made by Capcom, so that's probably a good thing right there. Another Castlevania game would be Lords of Shadows, and I had this also on a 360. And I'm just showing off my PSP version because it was easier to grab, because my PlayStation 3 collection is just right there. Next one is another fun series that I enjoyed, and that would be Fear, because you never know what's going to come out of the corners and all that. I like the second one. Don't like the ending too much. It was a little bit disturbing, but these are Fear games. Very good games. I love them all. Next one would be Resident Evil: The Umbrella Chronicles. I believe this is, yeah, it's a rail shooter. Use the rail gun on the Wii. I have a lot of those games, so next one would be Resident Evil 4 on the Wii. I do have this on the GameCube, and I have the Premium Edition on the PlayStation 2. Just showing off this one, like I said, it was easier to grab on my shelf because my Wii games are very small. I'm not much into the Wii, so I just picked up games that I like. Want to give this a go on the Wii just to see if how it's different from the other two systems. Next two games is House of the Dead 2 and 3 Returns and House of the Dead Overkill. These are both, well, these three games are rail shooters like the Umbrella Chronicles, and I really love the House of the Dead on the PC, and I had to pick this up the minute I seen it. Very great games. I would recommend them to anybody that's a House of the Dead fan. Continuing with the rail shooters, in these games, I have beaten it, they're on my beaten shelf, and that would be Vampire Knight, which is another rail shooter game. I liked it, and I would like to get the guns just to see if the experience of it would be different or not, but yeah, very awesome game. I like the graphics into it. Next one is banned in a lot of places, and after playing this game, I realized why. And it does come into like a horror survival type game, but it's not really horror, and that would be Manhunt. And I do have Manhunt 2 on the PSP and the PlayStation 2, but yeah, really gory game, awesome. The kills are very, very good in this game. Might do a little review onto that one of these days. Next one would be Jason Unleashed for the PlayStation 2. I really enjoyed this game, going around as the killer in the game. You don't do that often, and being a shark and ripping apart boats, eating people, doing all that fun stuff. This is the game. It's way better than the Nintendo version. Like, even the box art I find onto it is a little bit is better. It's like right off the original movie. Not a bad game. Could have been better, but not a bad game. Evil Dead. I just did a review for this not long ago. I own all three. Hail to the King on the PlayStation 1, and I own Regeneration also on the PlayStation 1. I want to pick them up on the Xbox because I love playing these games, and I heard the Xbox versions run smoother. I don't know, but I'm going to look for them. Hopefully my game store brings them in soon. And one game I really want to talk about the most, and that would be The Suffering. This gets mixed reviews everywhere that I've seen, and I really enjoyed this game. Like, you're locked in a prison. I think it's more or less doing a parody of Alcatraz, and these creatures come and terrorize the prison, and you have to escape. And you can pick three different endings where you get like the neutral ending, good ending, bad ending. I always get the neutral ending. I never really try to go through it with the good or bad ending. And then all through the game you can either help people, um, whatnot, and the boss battles are awesome. Like, they're mostly all puzzles, and you gotta figure out the puzzles to kill each boss. This game I would recommend to anybody, and it did spawn a sequel. I didn't care too much for the sequel, but I have this also on the PlayStation 2. That's how big of a fan I was. I bought it on both systems. The only thing I didn't like about this game is I found the guns, when you have them in your hand, are bigger sometimes than what they actually are. But yeah, great game. Those are the games that I would recommend for the Halloween season this year. Maybe next year I'll have more games. I don't know yet. Me and Scary Sherry are gonna play some video games tonight probably. Play some horror stuff. Watch some horror movies, and we'll see where it goes from there. And I will catch you probably after Halloween. So you all take her easy and have a great Halloween, everybody. And make sure you check out my favorite horror movies, which is gonna be up probably before this one. Don't know yet, but you all have a safe Halloween, and you kids eat lots of candy. Just kidding. Be healthy.